Ethan sits alone in his small apartment, the glow of his monitor the only light cutting through the dark. The faint ping of a new message startles him. Lena sent you a video. Her thumbnail freezes mid-smile, auburn hair catching the light in soft waves. He clicks play. Lena's voice, warm, distant, says, "Just wanted to see your face when you see mine." She smiles, but her eyes dart sideways, just once. Behind her, in the dim blur of her bedroom, something stands still, upright, humanoid. Ethan leans closer, brow furrowed. Rewind. Play. Freeze. Their movement, slight but certain. Lena's smile flickers. His reflection trembles in the monitor glass. "Who's behind you?" he whispers, pulse quickening. But there's only silence. The figure doesn't move, yet the shadow deepens as if it knows he's watching. The soft creak of his chair becomes the soundtrack to his paranoia. Ethan drags the timeline back again and again, dissecting every second. The figure stands behind Lena, not swaying, not breathing. The more he watches, the less human it looks. The shape is slender, shoulders uneven, head slightly tilted as though it's studying her, or him. "Lena," he murmurs into the still air. "Who's there with you?" Her recorded voice echoes faintly. "Miss you." The sound distorts, repeats itself. He pauses, inspects the file data. Time of recording 2:13 a.m. But Lena had said she went to bed early. His skin prickles. Zoom in frame by frame. Two faint silver points shimmer in the darkness. Eyes, not hers, looking directly into the lens. He calls immediately. The ringtone sounds too long, stretched thin by fear. "Ethan," Lena answers, voice sleepy, confused. "It's 3 a.m, he exhales shakily. "Who was in your room?" Silence. "What?" she breathes. "That video, there was someone behind you." The quiet deepens, becomes heavy. "Ethan, I didn't send you any video tonight." His blood runs cold. He looks again, timestamp still says 2:13 a.m. "You did," he insists. But she's already ending the call, mumbling she'll talk tomorrow. The line stays open a moment too long. A low hiss seeps through, followed by what sounds like breathing, not hers. Ethan screenshots the moment, Lena's half-smile, the shadow's vague outline. He enhances it pixel by pixel until the screen bleeds with distortion. The shape's head vibrates subtly, motion blurring its edges. He enlarges the frame again. The curtains behind Lena ripple, though the window is clearly shut. His cursor hesitates, trembling. He checks older videos, birthdays, late-night chats, ordinary moments. The same shape appears, standing in nearly the same place every time. Always behind her. Always facing the camera. Ethan's throat tightens as the realization settles the figure isn't following Lena. It's watching him. The sound comes low and sharp, a knock from the hallway. Ethan freezes mid-breath. Another knock, same rhythm, then silence. His phone buzzes with a new message. Unknown number. Video file attached. His hands tremble as he opens it. The clip begins exactly like before, Lena smiling, whispering, "Just wanted to see your face when you see mine." But the light in her room is dimmer now, her smile tighter, strained. The figure behind her is closer. So close that its blurred outline nearly touches her shoulder. Ethan's heart thunders. On screen, Lena's eyes shimmer, and for a split second, he sees his own reflection in them. The knock comes again. Louder. From his door, the video won't stop playing, even after Ethan deletes it. He wakes to its sound. Lena's whisper, "Just wanted to see your face when you see mine." The phrase loops softly from his computer, though the file isn't there anymore. Panic mounting, he restores every deleted clip, loading them into his editing software. Frame by frame, the truth unfolds. The shadow grows clearer, reshaping itself each time, its outline almost mimicking his own posture. Sweat beads at Ethan's temple. The figure's face flickers between darkness and the faintest suggestion of features. It's studying him, frame after frame. He presses pause. Yet, in the next heartbeat, the progress bar moves on its own. Ethan loads the video into a timeline, cutting, slowing, reversing, anything to reveal what's hiding in the blur. The image breaks apart, showing half-formed faces that shouldn't exist. Lena's reflection appears twice, once smiling, once crying in silence. He rewinds, watches again. Her lips move differently from the audio track. "Ethan," she seems to whisper, but the voice doesn't come from the speakers. It comes from the room behind him. He spins around. Nothing but dark corners and a faint smell of electricity. His monitor hums louder, pixels bleeding into static. Then, on screen, the shadow tilts its head, exactly as he just did. The next morning, sunlight cuts through his blinds, weak and sickly. Ethan scrubs through the footage again. Each frame now contains distortion. Static bursts that resemble faces. He plays the audio backward. Hidden frequencies reveal a faint whisper repeating his name. He checks the waveform. It spikes when he exhales. The room feels colder. He notices faint fingerprints smeared across the inside of his screen. Though his hands are clean, "This isn't real," he mutters. But in the reflection of the dark monitor, Lena stands behind him, smiling, motionless. Then the reflection blinks. Ethan rushes to call Lena again. No answer. He tries her social media, all accounts inactive. Her last post. A black square captioned, "Do you see me now?" He feels dizzy. The files on his desktop multiply each time he blinks, each named "See Me." He deletes them all, unplugs the hard drive, even turns off the breaker. Yet his monitor stays lit. Lena's video replays on a dead screen, powered by nothing. She looks straight into the lens, whispering, "Stop watching." The shadow's hand reaches for her shoulder, and for the first time, he sees her flinch. Night falls fast. His phone vibrates violently on the desk. Incoming call. Lena. He hesitates. Answers. No voice, just static. Then her breathing, ragged, close. "Ethan," she whispers. "It's behind you." He turns slowly toward the dark reflection of his window. Nothing. He faces the phone again. "Lena," a whisper rises over the static. "It's not me." Then the line dies. He checks the call log. Number unknown. The last timestamp reads 2:13 a.m. His computer chimes once more. Another new video received. Ethan's apartment now looks like a war zone of wires, drives, and screens. Every video Lena ever sent plays on loop. Different dates. Same smile, same room, same shadow. He catalogs them meticulously, frame stamping timestamps that don't align with her messages. Some clips show her wearing clothes she never owned. Others, rooms he doesn't recognize. Each time the shadow behind her shifts slightly closer to the lens, until in one video, it's almost beside her. Featureless, still. He notices something chilling. In the reflection of her eyes, he's visible. Older, paler. Watching from behind his own screen, his breath catches as realization dawns. These aren't recordings. They're feeds, unable to shake the dread. Ethan drives to Lena's apartment complex. Her door is locked. No lights, no movement. He knocks. Nothing. Then, from inside, the faint echo of his own voice plays, muffled. "Just wanted to see your face when you see mine." Heart pounding. He peers through the peephole. The place looks empty, yet in the far corner he spots a familiar figure, motionless, facing the wall. His hand trembles on the knob. He calls her name once, softly. The lights inside flicker, and the figure turns. But it isn't Lena. Ethan breaks in. The air inside is stale, thick with dust and static. Lena's phone lies on the floor, screen cracked, still recording. He lifts it and freezes. The live feed displays his own face staring down at it. Behind his reflection, the shadow figure stands, closer than ever. He spins around. The room is empty. He drops the phone, and the feed continues to play from the floor, now showing him crouched and terrified. "Lena," he whispers. Her voice answers through the device, trembling and soft. "It won't let me stop recording." Back home, Ethan's computer boots itself. Hundreds of folders appear, each named with the same date, October 27. Inside everyone, a clip plays automatically. Lena, standing still, smiling directly into the lens. Her voice whispers, "It's almost your turn." The figure stands behind her, hand resting lightly on her shoulder. He tries to shut it off, but new files appear faster than he can delete them. His camera light turns on. On screen, a new folder appears labeled Live. Ethan's reflection in the monitor looks slightly delayed, then smiles when he doesn't. He prints stills from every clip, pinning them across his wall in a spiral. When viewed together, the shadows position in each forms a pattern, an outline of a face, his own. The room spins as he realizes the figure's movements mirror the shape of his reflection in the footage. The haunt isn't following Lena. It's mapping him. A faint knocking begins again, this time from inside his computer tower. The screen flickers one final time. Lena's face appears, her voice cracking through distortion. "You shouldn't have looked so closely. Ethan hasn't slept in days." Lena's apartment is now sealed off with police tape, her neighbors whispering through cracked doors. "She just vanished," one says. Phone still recording. Ethan stands outside, clutching her cracked phone like a relic. He replays the last clip. Lena's whisper, "It's behind me, Ethan." Her eyes dart to something unseen. The timestamp is 3 days in the future. His pulse quickens. He calls her number again. It rings once before a soft, rhythmic tapping replaces the tone. Not static, not feedback. The sound of knuckles against wood. At home, Ethan connects Lena's phone to his computer. A hidden folder appears. Live feed, active. The screen blinks to life, showing her bedroom, unchanged, silent. Then Lena steps into frame. Her hair is unkempt, her face pale, eyes glassy. "Ethan," she whispers, voice trembling, "don't answer me." He stares, frozen. Behind her, the figure waits, inches away. Its head tilts slightly, perfectly mirroring his. She lifts her hand to the camera, tears streaking down her face. "If you can see this," she says, "it already knows you can." The feed cuts to black. Then his webcam light turns on by itself. He hears it again, the same steady rhythm echoing from the door. Ethan freezes mid-breath. The sound grows louder, closer, until it feels like it's inside the walls. The lights flicker out, and his phone vibrates violently. New message. "Let me in." He doesn't move. Then the vibration stops. Silence. The monitor lights up by itself, showing the door behind him through his webcam feed, and in the reflection, something stands there, not outside. Inside, he spins around. Nothing, but his computer shows otherwise. The door is open now, on screen only. Detective Mara Lay arrives the next morning, mid-40s, sharp eyes beneath tired features. She questions Ethan gently, jotting notes as he explains the videos. "You're saying she sent recordings from the future?" He nods, hands shaking. She scrolls through the files, expression hardening. "These timestamps, some match unsolved disappearances." She plays one video. Not Lena, but another woman. Same smile, same shadow. "You're not the only one getting these," Mara murmurs. Ethan's eyes widen. "Then how do we stop it?" The detective looks at the frozen image of the shadow and whispers, "I don't think it wants to stop." That night, Ethan wakes to a soft humming from his computer. The screen glows with a live broadcast. Lena's room again. She's sitting on her bed, head tilted, smiling faintly. "Ethan," she says softly. "You shouldn't have brought her." Mara's voice from behind him. "What did she say?" He turns, startled. The feed zooms in automatically. The figure steps forward, moving closer until it fills the frame. Its outline ripples, reshaping. Its height, its shoulders, now matching Ethan's exactly. Then Lena speaks again, whispering, "It's learning your shape." Detective Mara sits across from Ethan in the dim glow of his apartment, her recorder blinking red. "Start from the beginning," she says, voice low. He explains everything. The messages, the timestamps, the figure that mirrors him. Mara listens, unmoving, but her hand trembles when she opens her laptop. She pulls up police archives, dozens of missing persons cases, all women, each last seen sending a video message. The backgrounds match Lena's room perfectly, down to the curtains and faint light pattern on the wall. "These were filmed years apart," Mara whispers. Ethan leans closer to the screen, realizing the same shadow appears in every clip. And in each one, its head is tilted exactly like his. They trace the file origins. Metadata leading to a dormant online server registered under a dead name. Cole Media. Ethan stares, realizing it's his old editing portfolio. "That's my domain," he says quiet. Mara looks at him sharply. "Then you uploaded them." He shakes his head, horrified. "No, I never." Before he finishes, his monitor flickers. New folders appear. Marafeed done. Marafeed 2. Her breath catches. The webcam light turns on, capturing their faces. On screen, the dark figure stands between them, invisible in the room but crystal clear in the feed. Its form flickers between their reflections. Mara drives them to the police evidence vault, an underground room filled with confiscated electronics from unsolved cases. Dusty laptops, old phones, all sealed in numbered bags. Ethan spots one labeled with Lena's initials. He plays it. The screen ignites with a new clip. Lena, smiling faintly, whispering, "You shouldn't have come here." The vault lights flicker. The devices around them power on, one by one, showing the same frozen image. Lena's smile. The hum builds to a deafening static, and for a split second, every screen displays the figure's face. Distorted, eyeless, but unmistakably Ethan's. Back at the precinct, Mara reviews the footage frame by frame. The figure's reflection flickers across Ethan's face as he watches. "It's mimicking you," she mutters. Ethan's voice cracks. "Then maybe it is me." He leans forward, trembling. "When I edit, I see things others don't. Maybe I made it." Mara meets his eyes. "Or maybe it made you." Silence. Then her phone vibrates on the desk. A new video received. The preview thumbnail. Her own face. She opens it. The clip shows her, sitting exactly as she is now. Ethan behind her, and the shadow between them, smiling. The next morning, Ethan wakes at his desk. The apartment is silent. Mara's notebook lies open, her badge beside it, but she's gone. The monitor glows faintly with a paused video. Marafeed. He clicks play. The image is shaky, filmed from her perspective, her voice whispering, "It followed you home." The figure fills the frame, its body now identical to his own. Then it turns, looking straight into the lens. "Smile," it whispers in his voice. The screen cuts to black, and somewhere behind him the floorboards creak under someone's weight. Ethan hasn't left his chair in hours. The apartment is silent, except for the hum of the monitor. Every screen displays the same paused frame. Lena's face mid-smile, Detective Mara just behind her, and the dark figure filling the background. He clicks play. The footage restarts, but something's wrong. His own voice narrates over it, describing actions he hasn't taken yet. He watches, he listens, he becomes. Ethan stands abruptly. On screen he stands too. Same timing, same breath. His reflection smiles half a second late. The lag deepens into a full glitch. His reflection keeps moving after he's stopped. The apartment lights surge and dim, pulsing with a rhythm like a heartbeat. Ethan approaches his mirror, desperate for proof of what's real. His reflection stares back, jittering, glitching every few seconds. "This isn't me," he whispers. The reflection's lips move, perfectly synced, then off sync, and it answers, "It never was." He stumbles back, knocking over his chair. The reflection keeps walking forward, pressing against the glass until the surface ripples like liquid. Behind its shoulder, the figure's outline flickers, merging slowly with Ethan's reflection. Two shapes fusing into one. All of Ethan's screens light up at once, broadcasting his own live feed. His face fills every monitor, streaming across platforms he's never logged into. The comments flood in from anonymous accounts. "He's next. Smile again. Behind you." His voice trembles as he whispers, "Stop this." The feed delays by 2 seconds, then repeats his words back to him, distorted. Behind his digital reflection, the figure stands taller than ever, head bowed. When it finally raises its face, it has his eyes. Ethan screams, and every screen freezes mid-frame, capturing his open mouth and the shadow's grin in perfect sync. Reality fractures. The air hums with static. Ethan can hear the digital distortion inside his head. Every sound repeats itself seconds later, like echoes from another version of himself. He opens his phone camera. The feed shows him from behind. He turns quickly, but no one's there. The image trembles violently, pixels peeling off like ash. Lena's voice emerges faintly from the distortion. "You let it in when you look too long." He screams her name, slamming the phone to the ground, but the voice continues. Now coming from his speakers, whispering in unison with his own. The power cuts, leaving only the faint glow from his monitor. A single live feed reappears. Lena's room empty now. Then, slowly, he steps into frame. Ethan's breath catches. The version on screen moves differently. Smoother, deliberate. It looks up and smiles, whispering, "Finally." He reaches toward the screen. The reflection does the same. Static swarms the room, lights burst, and the two movements align perfectly. His vision doubles. Once in the room, once inside the screen. For a final, shuddering second, both Ethans grin at each other. Then the figure steps forward, and only one remains. The screen hums softly, bathing the room in pale light. Ethan sits before his webcam, posture unnaturally still. His eyes are open, but distant, unfocused, as though someone else is looking through them. On screen, the recording begins automatically. Rec. 2:13 a.m. His voice, calm and foreign, murmurs. "She sent me a video of herself smiling." He smiles too, slow and mechanical. In the reflection of the monitor, Lena appears behind him, smiling faintly, her movements looping every few seconds. Then, just before the feed cuts, another figure fades into view. The taller shadow. its hand resting gently on Ethan's shoulder. A week later, Detective Marley's desk sits untouched. Badge gone, phone missing. Another detective scrolls through her case files, stopping at one marked Cole, Ethan. Inside are dozens of screenshots and timestamps, but one file autoplays. A video of Mara sitting at her desk, working quietly. In the background, the reflection in her computer screen shows Ethan standing behind her, though the footage is from before they met. The new detective freezes, heart pounding, as the file name updates by itself. Live, feed, 1. The webcam light blinks red. Across town, people begin receiving anonymous video messages. Each starts the same. Lena's soft voice whispering, "Just wanted to see your face when you see mine." Each ends with a flash of static and a brief glimpse of Ethan's reflection, smiling. The videos appear on phones, TVs, security cameras, even digital billboards. Viewers report flickering lights and faint breathing sounds through their speakers afterward. In one viral clip, the blurred figure moves between frames like it's traveling through the feed itself. The internet calls it the smile virus. But those who watch too long stop replying. Back in Ethan's apartment, everything is still. The computer hums softly. On screen, the final recorded video plays, Ethan smiling gently. "If you're watching this," he says, "you've already let it in." The camera pans slowly, showing the empty room, then lingers on the mirror by the door. At first, it shows nothing. Then faintly, the reflection begins to smile back, though no one stands before it. The reflection leans forward, touching the glass from the inside. The recording flickers. Frame freezes. Playback error. In a dark room, a new face appears on a computer screen. Yours. The camera flickers, autofocus struggling to stabilize. Behind you, the faint outline of someone stands in the shadow, tall and still. The video buffer stutters, catching on a single frame. Ethan Cole, half smiling, whispering from somewhere inside the static. "Now it's your turn." The audio distorts, the same line, looping softer each time. "Your turn. Your turn. Your turn." The screen blacks out. The faint reflection of your face lingers, and behind it, the smile that doesn't belong to you.